Hi everyone, this is Sky at Chicory Sticks, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate for you how I add beads onto my knitting using a crochet hook. So there's really nothing to it at all. You're just using the crochet hook to pull a stitch through the hole of a bead. The main thing will be to find the right combination of the yarn you're using, the beads you want to use, and the size crochet hook you will need. So for this video, I'm going to demonstrate it using my Lova Headband pattern. This pattern I work with fingering weight yarn or light fingering weight yarn. The beads I use are these seed beads here. So there's two different sizes. The larger ones are a size 6/0. They're a little bit easier to use. There's also the size 8/0, which are these little beads up here. You can see the size 6 is quite a bit larger than the size 8. You can definitely use the size 8. You will definitely need to go down in needle size for the crochet hook. And I'll probably make a separate video talking about the smaller beads because they're just a little more finicky, but the technique is the same. So for the crochet hook, I have found these very small metal crochet hooks made by Clover, which is the Japanese brand that's sold at a lot of the big box stores like Michael's or Joann's. So for the larger size 6 beads, I use a number 8 or 0.9 millimeter metal crochet hook. If you're going to use the smaller size 8 beads, then I go down to a number 10 0.75 millimeter crochet hook. And I found that they normally don't keep these very small hooks in stock at the store, so you need to order it through their website or through Amazon. But these very small crochet hooks work well. So to put the bead onto your knitting, for this pattern, I think it says to add the bead on row 2, which is the wrong side. So for Lova, the bead goes on the very middle stitch. So we'll work the pattern to the middle of the row. So this is row 2. Okay, so there I have the middle stitch right there, and that's going to be a purl stitch. So now I take my crochet hook, I put a bead on it, and then I just slip that stitch off the needle like I were gonna slip it onto the other needle, but instead I catch it in the hook and I use my thumb to push the bead over and onto it. And then I place the stitch back onto the left-hand needle. And so I haven't worked this stitch yet. All I've done is put the bead onto it. So now I'm gonna work the stitch, which is a purl. So I'm gonna purl that stitch and continue to work to the end. Like so. So there it is sitting on the middle stitch. And I'll show you one more time. Okay, so here we are back at row 2 again. So I'm putting the bead on the very middle stitch. So I'm going to work to that middle stitch, slip the first stitch, purl, knit, purl, knit. And then before I work the purl on this very middle stitch, I'm going to take my crochet hook, put a bead onto it, and then I'm taking the crochet hook and I'm slipping that next stitch off onto the crochet hook. And while it's there, I'm using my thumb to push the bead over the top. Now the bead is on there, the stitch goes right through the middle of it, putting it back on the left-hand needle. And now I'm working the middle stitch. Now I'm going to purl it. And then continue to the end of the row. So really nothing to it. You're just going to have to play around with the yarn you're using, the beads you would like to use, and then finding a crochet hook that's small enough. But there you have it.